Nah, now put it. Might want to turn off that frog noise.
It's an imp. Oh, it was us. Oh, I hit the theme.
Yep, hit that theme.
Movies, music, story times, all kinds of shit for you.
Sound.
Everything goes in the house and now from
Like that?
We're here. We're back. What's up, Al? You're in the house with us, as you can see, covering half of fucking idiot's face over here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with his hat. And what is that? A headphone combo, but it looks like something from the north. Hey, what's up, Michael? Nice to see you guys.
Al's with us today.
Al's with us, literally in spirit and in body, or in floating head, I guess.
Yeah.
Disembodied head.
Anyway, let's start this off like we usually do. We're going to talk about any new movies we've seen this week, or any new media we've partaken of this week, and what you thought about it. Let's start with Goontick over here.
Was the last movie we saw was
Doesn't have to
What
be a
was it?
movie.
Super
It could just be
Troopers?
media. Super Troopers 2.
You
Yeah.
saw that shit?
yeah. It was all right. I liked it.
All right.
I thought a lot of the fears we had were unfounded.
Yeah, it was it was a fine sequel. I wouldn't say it's better than the first one at all, like not even close.
No.
But it did provide some guffaws, some chortles.
Yeah. It mocked French a lot, so that was cool.
Yeah. So anyway, how about you?
Funny story about that is that I actually bought a double feature so I can watch both 1 and 2 when it was released.
Mm-hmm.
As I was leaving my therapy session, I was passing by the theater and I was like, I'm just gonna go home and sleep. Slept.
All right.
Okay.
So I wasted a ticket.
That's,
However-
they had a double feature where at the
At-
bigger place.
Yeah, Cinemark.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So, my media that I consumed, I want to give 2 shout outs. Obviously, from the items in my vehicle,
Okay.
I went to a movie party
All right.
in the good old draft house. Serenity was playing. Bad fucking ass.
Yep.
The
Classic.
The experience, not so much.
Isn't that like the 50th time you've seen it in the theater too?
That's the second time actually,
Oh.
but still awesome, so cool. Characters are badass, dialogue's superb. Action is kind of there, I guess. Don't too much action, but the characters are cool. Nice development. River's badass and hot.
Yeah.
So is Gina Torres, kind of hot too in her own way. Second medium that I wanna give a shout out to, still on my Deep Space Nine path, and I recently saw the triple episode. Awesome, nostalgic. You know what's funny about Deep Space Nine is that it actually has elements from Next Gen and the original series.
Yeah.
It's really weird and cool. I like it.
Yep. Stands out on its own in a
Exactly.
completely different way. Yeah, Deep Space Nine is very underappreciated,
And
but I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm very
Al
much
says
enjoying
he showed his niece Indiana Jones for the first time, and the Temple of Doom.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's cool.
Which used to be my favorite of the Indiana Jones movies, by the way. And let's see, Michael says, how can he wear so much wool on his head? It's fucking steaming over here, actually. This
Yes.
fool.
It's not even. It's actually. I'm not that hot right now,
Wait,
and I
about-
grew some dreadlocks.
Yeah, it's disgustingly hot, and yet somehow he's surviving.
Oh no! It's showing my bald spot. Here we go.
Here, Sasha forehead,
I got
Sasha Banks
12 head.
forehead. Marcus says he's here for the male boobage. There's plenty of that going around here. All right, let's see. Michael says we should do a stream called "Farts," fat assholes ranting together. Oh, that's actually great.
That's pretty good.
Sadly, no one would watch.
That's right, together. Part
Uh,
0.
Let me see. Why does Goontick look like Marge Simpson with dreadlocks?
He's a fool.
Why indeed?
But 5
Deep Space Marcus says Deep Space Nine is what Guardian calls his weekend getaway with his BBC friend.
Oh yeah. And they go deep into that space.
All right.
Right.
The what I saw this week, I saw 3 things this week. I saw Penis and Friends, which was
Yeah.
great.
Penis
Tale
and friends.
of no, I'm just kidding. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
But
that-
you should. I forgot what I saw this week. Why did I forget? Is it because I'm on the spot, even though there is no spot? Is it because I'm buying time? Clearly, by uttering nonsense right now. Somebody help me!
I
I'm
don't know what you
drowning in a
saw.
hole here. No.
We don't know what you saw.
Yesterday, actually, I saw a movie called The Boy, which I saw not because I wanted to, but because I've been seeing this damn fucking Blu-ray, DVD, and poster everywhere Seems nobody can get rid of it. And I was like, man, this little fucking thing is, but you know when you see something so much that you just gotta kind of purge your system of it. That was me. You know, you got just. I know you've experienced this before with several things where you're just like, I just gotta see what this is about.
Yeah.
Because fuck, it's not letting me alone.
And most times you're disappointed horribly.
Yes, but The Boy actually surprised me. It was actually really good. It was a January release into theaters, so you expected it to be garbage on top of it looking like garbage. But it was actually really good, man. It took advantage of audience expectations. You know, like it builds itself entirely on what horror fans expect out of a movie. Like the first act, it sets itself up like your standard doll horror movie, but then it switches into like a psychological horror movie, and then by the third act, it switches into something entirely. I won't ruin it for anybody who wants to see it, but it was actually pretty fucking pleasant surprise. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, and I was surprised that I enjoyed the fucking thing. Another thing that I saw was I finally saw Kevin Smith's Tusk, which was the only one I hadn't seen yet. Although I did see the follow-up movie that's not a sequel, but it takes place in the same universe, quote unquote, and has shared characters. And
Yeah, we're back.
and we're back. Anyway, I was talking about Tusk. It's basically like a human centipede riff, and Kevin Smith used a lot of pop culture references in the mix. Not in the way he usually does, but he actually mixed it into the storytelling. So it had kind of like a prescience. And it's really odd because it builds up this disturbing nature for quite a while. And then in the last act, it introduces Johnny Depp's character, which carried over to Yoga Hoses, which is this weird, eccentric detective, Frenchman no less. And it just takes this complete like 180 into like bizarre comedy. But even that I ended up liking, which he was the only thing I liked in Yoga Hosers, by the way. He just seemed very out of place in Tusk. So I saw that, and that was pretty awesome, surprisingly. And I saw something else I can't remember at the time. But anyway, let's catch up real quick. Marcus says he's been binge watching Black Mirror and Breaking Bad, both of which I hear are awesome. Haven't seen either of them.
Black Mirror, super badass. Like every single episode ends in like on a depressing note. It's so weird, but awesome.
It's an anthology series,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Let's see. Michael says, yeah, and watch what happened to him. He grew blue hair due to that. I mean, that's just his normal hair. That's how his pubes
We
are.
were talking about Al withholding the nudes from me as well.
See,
Hence the blue balls.
Yeah, blue hair.
Yeah, our stream was gone. We probably have the stream shutter out for a few times. Marcus says Tusk was good, especially with the fat old version of the Sixth Sense kid. Yeah, he did get fucking fat, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
That was like the most incredulous part of the movie, by the way. Not the walrus man, the fact that somebody would want to fuck him. Like that?
Nope.
The point is, yeah, he got fucking obese. That's all right. He
Look
can
at John farts.
he can join us. Yeah.
I fucking ballooned up real quick.
It's been a while since I've seen him in anything, actually.
Very true.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys have heard of this,
Mm-hmm.
but have you seen Die Hard? The first Die Hard? No?
I have not.
You? I showed it to you, right?
Nope.
The fuck? I could have sworn I showed it to you.
Nope.
Okay, well, this is going to be totally irrelevant to you two, but I'm pretty sure
To the
these
masses.
people have seen it. It's one of the most popular movies of all time, after all. Apparently, they're going to make a prequel to it called Die Hard Year One, which has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The whole reason Die Hard 1 was cool was because this was just some Joe Schmo cop that had to go beyond the Call of Duty, so to speak, and become kind of like a hero. And all of a sudden, we're going to get a Year One where they go into some background where apparently he was already a badass. That I don't know, that's pretty stupid sounding to me.
I agree.
Yes, the Christmas movie. It is a Christmas
I was going
movie.
to ask you about that. Do you see it as a Christmas movie?
I don't see it, so
I'm
no.
talking about this fucker, you fool, not you.
Is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah, like do you
Yeah,
see
I
it
mean,
as a movie?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it takes
It's
place
basically
during the
Christmas.
season.
The song comes out the end. End
It's,
credits.
it has that feeling. Bruce Willis says it isn't, but
I mean,
who gives a shit about his opinion anymore?
Your friend is tuned in.
what up, Celeste?
So we have, let me see. Man, I'm trying to remember. Anyway, you guys speak about something. I've been chattering for a while.
I got nothing. You want to hit the questions?
I got nothing. It was also at the moment.
Okay, I guess. Let's go.
Or a picture. I got pictures.
Yeah, whatever.
Not many.
Not. Have you?
I can't. All right. Got some questions here. Feel free to answer along. Yes, they're gonna be stupid as fuck. What is the sexiest and the least sexy name? Bertha. Martha
Yeah.
is the least sexiest name.
I can't.
Pretty much if you're named Bertha or Martha,
You're pretty much screwed.
I can't imagine you being anything but like a large woman in a muumuu.
A large middle-aged woman in Mumu.
Yeah.
Mar-
Still using a landline. You know,
Marge is pretty bad.
Marge is pretty
Marge,
bad.
too.
Especially if it's preceded by large.
Yeah.
You know.
Barbara, I guess, is kind of old-fashioned or old.
Yeah, Barbara's
Kinda
not
stiffy.
great.
Ethel.
Ethel?
That's a bad one.
Is that even a name?
Yeah.
Greta?
Ethel?
Greta, yeah.
Greta is more like a German thing, so it might be sexy still.
I like how we just went with the unsexy ones,
Yeah.
by the way.
As sexiest, I think, as Scarlett, and I'm not just saying that because of Scarlett Johansson. It's pretty much like
I can't.
You see, for
I
me,
had a stalker named Scarlett. Ruined that name forever.
You see, for
The
me,
sexiest is Al.
see, for me, I think the sexiest name is Rebecca for some reason. I hear the name and I just think hot for some reason.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I don't know why.
There's a biblical anecdote to that that's very disturbing, so I'm not going to mention it because it might shut her down the channel. But Marcus asked if we all watched the Bruce Willis roast because of blue fat donkeys. Where the fuck did this happen?
Comedy
You
Central.
know what?
Al Smith, Ethel is the worst
It
name.
really is.
It is.
People at my job have been talking about a bunch of shit about the Bruce Willis roast, and I'm like, who the fuck cares about roasts?
Who roasted him? Who was on the
Just
roasting
various
panel?
people and everything.
Why I know that,
Oh,
but
right.
who specifically? It's usually
Beulah. Yeah.
I'd fuck a Beulah, you
Beulah
know.
was sexy in the 50s, he
I-
says.
Pretty much fuck anything, but you know whatever.
Yes, Al. Someone stalked me. There is a video out there. The guy, his name was John, but he had an alternate personality called Scarlett, who he claimed was his guardian angel. So that was a thing.
Remember that actually.
What movie? Oh, this is a good one. What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical?
Passion of the Christ.
I mean, it's already a musical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you
come
go.
on.
I was proven right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good damn
Yeah.
musical too, which got a recent remake, which looked interesting. Just by the parts I saw,
Yeah.
could
Alice
be
Coo-
complete ass.
Alice
for all I
Cooper's
know.
in it, so that's a thing.
Alice Cooper as Pontius Pilate. I'm
Are you
sold.
serious?
Yeah,
Damn it! I didn't see that shit.
yeah, it's up on Hulu, I think.
See?
I believe. Let me see. RoboCop the musical. I would watch that. They got to keep the gore though. Goodfellas, oddly enough, would be pretty fucking great.
What about Casino?
Damn, that would be a violent ass musical.
Fuck yeah.
I'm in.
Scarface, and it's all the same people playing it. So Al
Yeah.
Pacino's voice is horrid.
Al Pacino
It's like-
needs a musical right now.
Needs something right now.
I don't think I've seen a good Al Pacino movie in,
Decades.
decades. Yeah,
He was in Jack and Jill. That was a good one.
that's I think that's his Academy Award winning piece.
It really is.
Oh, how could I dare forget this before we go on? Academy Award reminded me of the other movie I watched, by the way, which was Dunkirk, which I've been wanting to watch for a while.
What do you think about it?
I fucking loved it. I think it's the best war movie I've ever seen, and before that it was Saving Private Ryan for me. If we're talking about modern
Legit war
warfare.
movies, yeah.
And it doesn't have any of the gore and grue of that movie, but it has the dire hopelessness of the situation of war. It's fucking amazing. I mean, I was afraid because Chris Nolan. Every time a Chris Nolan movie comes out now, it's like pressure because he's so far not had anything that's bad. He's kind of consistently made great movies. So now it's just a matter of time before he makes a piece of shit. And although some people didn't like Interstellar, so I guess I haven't seen it though, that one. But Dunkirk I was afraid of because first of
War
all,
movies, Dunkirk.
yeah, war movies is a big undertaking, and to effectively bring it across is hard on its own. But it is pretty much one of the best, if not the best, war movie I've seen, and it achieves it all with little to no gore. Again, it just brings that depressing feeling of hopelessness, and then when the movie ends, it injects like this swell of pride into you. That really you shouldn't even have, because it's really about the British and the French trying to survive that push on Dunkirk.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what you thought about it, but I absolutely love the way it was presented. You know, it's presented in 3 different portions, 3 different points of view on the land, the sea, and the air during 3 different timelines. On the land, on Dunkirk Beach, it has a week. You see things happen over the span of a week, but they're happening concurrently with the air, which happens over the span of an hour, and then the sea happens in the span of a day. And you're seeing these things develop at different rates, but they all come to a head at the same time at the end. And
kind of like 2 timelines even kind of like interject and kind of surpass each other.
Yeah, and then you see the overlapping scenes, and you see it from different points of view. It was just such a unique way to present everything, and give you a profound feeling through the people's eye. On top of that, this is not a movie about a character or a set of characters. Yes, there are characters that you can, kind of relate to or attach yourself to, but it's not a movie where there's an audience in. You're basically dropped into the middle of war from the beginning. It starts with these people already pushed up against the beach, and they're
the situation is completely dire.
Yeah, it's hell for them already. They're trying to get off. They can't get out. All that stuff.
You're waiting for help that's not coming.
Yeah, so it starts you in the worst of places, and it never lets up. You're literally in the shoes of these people. It's about the event. The movie's about what happened at Dunkirk. It's not about the people.
Which is weird. Like I found it interesting that there was literally little to no story whatsoever for any of the characters. Like the captain of the merchant vessel, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He had the most character,
right?
And that was just a couple of lines of dialogue, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else was just kind of yep, these are people that are in this situation.
The main guy that you're around, he doesn't talk until the 30-minute mark.
Yep.
And it really shows you exactly what these situations, like when it comes to, we're used to war movies where the guys, hey, remember when back home when this happened, but this is a situation
where none of that's happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. These people are concerned with surviving, and
they could be killed the next minute.
Yeah,
and they have to realize that we could die now.
Yeah,
there's no reminiscing about anything about back home or whatever. There's just let's survive this next minute.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing flick. I absolutely loved it. Marcus loved Jack and Jill apparently. Let me
awesome
see.
Game.
Al Smith says the last good Al Pacino movie was Devil's Advocate. I love Devil's Advocate. I don't know if there's something better that came out after that, but it was pretty fucking great. He also liked Dunkirk. Huh?
What about Any Given Sunday?
Oh, that's right. That was pretty good. Was that after Devil's? Yeah, it was after Devil's Advocate. Let's see. Righteous Kill wasn't too bad, says Michael Keller. I haven't seen that one. Al Smith, remember the old guy in Dunkirk? His character was based off Charles Lightroller, who was a second officer on the Titanic, who did the same thing during the actual Dunkirk mission. Yeah, these people are all based on actual circumstances, the characters, though they are not, actual people themselves. They were situations were based, and people were based off actual situations and people themselves. Michael thinks it's disturbing that Guntik, with his blue hair, watches down the ass. Oh, yeah. And/or that's his boobs.
Gross.
Anyway, let's go on to the next question.
If your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do first? Cry?
My 5-year-old self? Shit, they'd probably feel fucking horrible, that's for sure.
Yeah.
First, on a physical level. Second, it'd be like, oh, cool, look at all these cool toys that I didn't have as a kid. And then waste its day doing that. And then I'd go back into my 5-year-old body and regret life in general from that point forward.
Now, would you look forward to your upcoming life, or would you
No.
be like, oh,
I'd be very depressed.
I'd be, just want to say cry, probably kill myself.
kill yourself?
The second he sees the ding-a-ling, he'd be like, oh man,
What
this
is
ding-a-ling
this?
did not get any better.
I don't know about
There
me,
was
actually.
no growth.
I don't know about me, actually. I think I'd be like, cool.
Was there an eyeball in the corner over there, by the way?
It's a
bouncy ball.
Yeah, it's a bouncy ball.
All right.
It's an eyeball.
Is that it? Nothing?
What's that?
Marcus says my 5-year-old self would call me a fatty patty and throw chicken nuggets in my mouth.
Yep.
What was the question? Al Smith wants to know the question.
If your 5-year-old self was transported into your body now, what would be the first thing you would do? Other than cry.
Or masturbate.
I'm telling you, the ding-a-ling would make him sad. What is something that everybody looks stupid doing?
Using their
Selfies.
cell phones.
Selfie sticks.
Anything with cell phones looks fucking retarded. Especially selfie sticks.
No, I got it. Unicycles.
Yeah. Unicycles.
There's no way you can make a unicycle look cool.
Well, if you're doing tricks, I guess.
No.
like spinning
Nope.
up and-
It's
Nope.
still a unicycle.
Unicycles are pretty much out of there.
Didn't you like see some bloke that was like traveling with like a motorized one or some shit?
Yep.
Yes.
It was
And
not
he
good.
looked shitty. Thus
Yeah.
proving my point.
And he was trying to look cool
Yeah,
too.
he
It
was.
was a motorized. First of all, you have a motorized unicycle, which tells you've gone extra length to get out of the geek zone of the standard unicycle,
Yeah,
but you
someone-
haven't achieved it.
Yeah, some would argue that you actually went further into the geek zone because
Yes.
you're an idiot.
And on top of that, he had like these pointy shoes, like the pointy dress shoes,
Oh, okay.
and
like
and
dress pants.
No, it wasn't dress pants. It was skinny jeans, and like a really tight shirt, and like this hairdo, like a pomp almost, but like actually done up right. And did he have a beard? I remember him
Yeah.
having a beard.
No, he didn't have a beard the first time we saw him.
So-
But a month later, he had a massive beard somehow.
Yeah. So that combination, you could be the coolest guy on earth, and if you're on a unicycle, you're immediately garbage. So that guy lost out immediately. To be fair, we could just be hating because if we get on a unicycle, we'll burst it. But
and they'll fall
you
in
know.
the face.
Let's see. Remember the unicycle in Men in Black 3? That was cool. We still haven't seen Men in Black 3,
I
despite
highly,
having it.
highly doubt that the unicycle was cool, though.
Yeah, I don't think unicycles are ever going to be
They're
cool.
never cool.
Al Smith said he would jump off the tallest building. I mean, we're with you. If King Kong's up there, we're with you. Next.
Next question.
Yeah.
What is something that is really popular now, but in 5 years everyone will look back on and be embarrassed? Jake and Logan Paul.
Any fucking challenge is out right now, like the fucking walking next to a moving car, dancing like an idiot, and
Yeah, that's
smashing into a fucking pole.
It's repugnantly dumb. What's the point of that? I don't understand what that
I
is.
don't know.
Is it supposed to make you look cool?
What's the challenge even called? Look
I don't
like
know.
shit.
Look like a moron? Yeah, I don't get that bullshit. But anyway,
Yeah, like
any challenges are.
like they come for like 6 months and then they fade away like into like oblivion. Thankfully,
I was hoping 3D would be a thing that faded away again, but it's still there. They're still trying to get that extra
extra coin.
ticket, and people are still. I mean, yeah,
Foolish
that
enough to
extra,
buy some.
yeah. What the fuck, man?
Supposedly,
And then with Avatar 2 coming out, they're gonna revolutionize that. So apparently, it's gonna be here around forever now,
supposedly James Cameron wants to eliminate the glasses and just have
which
it,
would be good actually.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you just walk in there and sit down and not put on hefty glasses that suck.
If you wear glasses and you're going to watch a 3D movie, you're putting glasses over your glasses, and usually those other glasses are not, equipped to fit over your current pair.
Mm-hmm.
So you're already in a world of hurt.
Pretty much.
So that's good for us.
But I mean,
Not that we'd spend the money on the ticket, because fuck that shit. I'm not gonna pay extra money to see something in my face.
Movie Pass. Oh wait, it's
Movie
already
Pass is
happening.
dead already.
Anyway, that's my
Facebook seems to be dying, so maybe
Yeah.
that.
Nah, it's been dying for a while.
like slowly, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna die, unfortunately.
Not
I'm
fully.
really starting to hate Facebook. Like, I rarely even go on it now. It's pure freaking ads and cancer.
Pretty
And
much.
Jeffrey's fighting Gangrel's on.
Where are you getting ads? I never get ads on Facebook.
Because you're on the stupid desktop, fool.
I mean, you
Okay.
could put an ad block on your phone.
Isn't that
it would be-
charge extra or something?
Yeah, it would just slow down my phone even more.
Your phone licks.
Yeah, it's getting really slow. In
See.
40 years, what will people be nostalgic for? Apparently anything, because freaking... I don't even... I hate that phenomenon where people post a picture of, like, something that happened 2 seconds ago, and they're like, remember when this happened? And you're like, it's still a thing, you fools! So anything, really, is my answer. Air.
Anything that's popular in pop culture will
Yeah.
be, and like you said, it's just ridiculous. Like, oh, all right, well that thing was there. Let's remember that from a millisecond ago.
And like how Facebook reminds you like all like memories from a year ago. It's like that happened like yesterday, in my opinion.
What are
So
you?
remember it.
What are you nostalgic for? You personally?
Me?
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
I mean, that's still there too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm talking about like the actual like console with the cartridge, putting that bad boy in and fucking hitting that button and like
Breaking it.
like playing Judge Dredd, that was badass. Playing Jurassic Park, which I never could pass, by the way.
Just read the game from the movie.
Yeah, well, it's a game from the movie, but then after the movie part happens, you play other stages that actually are a part of the comic and everything. You actually see the Dark Judges and everything, and
Oh, that's
fight
cool.
them and shit. That's pretty cool. I was like, what the hell's this? Like, why am I facing monsters, essentially?
Ghouls.
How about you? What are you nostalgic for?
Ghouls.
Okay. How about you guys? Since we got the worst answer ever.
I don't know. I really can't think of anything.
Maybe-
It's more like thoughts of experiences that happen, very specific experiences. Like I mentioned last time, whenever the power would go out.
Mm.
But that's not a very interesting answer, so I went with ghouls.
I used to go yard sale crawling
Yeah.
a lot. That was pretty fun. Finding a bunch of damn junk that people don't want anymore. You know, for some reason you want and then later regret. But the experience was fun. So I guess that. I haven't done that in decades. Anyway, next.
Ghouls. What inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence? Inanimate unicycles.
Unicycles.
Yeah.
Pretty much the answer. Are you?
True. Let me see. Tide Pods, because those idiots were eating them for some fucking reason.
Well, let them eat
No,
it.
I
Fuck
would.
that
Yeah,
shit.
I would make
Make more
more
Tide
Tide Pods.
So I can get somebody more so I can kill off the
Yeah.
idiots.
I would increase the toxicity in them.
And then your clothes would be all like ragged and everything.
Selfie sticks.
Selfie
Yeah,
sticks
boy.
would be one.
They
People
might-
are still using those, aren't they?
Yeah,
I was gonna pick that, but I think that might actually be useful if you're gonna film something like for the channel. So I didn't say that because we might end up having.
That's
to
what
use one
arms are
eventually.
for, though.
Well, yeah, but you can't do this shit.
Yeah, you can. This is a camera you're holding with your arm.
Yeah, but if you want a wider angle, you're not gonna be like freaking. You're not gonna grow your arm longer.
You tell someone else, here, take this phone and shoot me from over there.
What if two people? What if you and me go grave dancing like we always do on the daily, and we both want to capture our grave dancing, but there's no third person?
I don't grave dance with a partner. I grave dance on my own.
Well, I'm talking
so
like
that's
we're
good.
we're gonna tango on that baby.
I don't tango.
We're practicing. You dude, don't hide it. It's coming up.
I don't tango
It's
on
gonna
graves.
happen.
I man tango in other situations, but the graves. Either way, there's graves all over the place. You could just set it on top of a gravestone.
Have you seen the condition of the gravestones?
That's all the better. You have nooks and crannies to fit it into.
That baby will crumble the second you even breathe near
It's a
it.
load-bearing phone at that point.
It really is.
Let me see. We got Michael says only one viewer left. Something's wrong with YouTube, I guess, or us.
No, Michael and Marcus is there. That's weird.
What's so guapo is you're handsome, you know. What's the next question here?
Oh. Wait, what was your answer? Oh, selfie sticks. What are some things that are okay to do occasionally, but definitely not okay to do every day? Grave dancing.
What?
What are some things to do occasionally, but not okay to do every day?
Eat a chocolate cake.
Well, yeah, I guess you could go obvious with that, with something like that.
You said
Eat a pound of lard. I mean, that's never okay, though.
it's never okay
It's
ever.
good every now and then.
Yeah.
Maybe pound lard in food, I guess, but not by itself.
Whack it, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's not happening for us. Whacking it every day.
Yeah, but if you whack it every day, eventually it's like, this isn't even cool anymore.
Then I'm whacking it right now.
That's a good point.
That's why you don't see the arms,
Nope.
and that's why the ass cam is there.
Yep.
Damn it, my Sasha spot's showing.
Let's see, what's the most embarrassing thing you have ever
I like how
worn?
you didn't even answer that.
There's really nothing that I can think of that I do personally. Oh wait, that's not the next. Oh shit! The next question is, what's the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home?
Damn.
I think about this one.
I like that one time we found mom's porn. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't really visit homes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of homes I visited. It's not many.
Oh, this one time, me and our brother and his family went to this family's home that we used to go to all the time, and I wanted to take a piss, and the mom, who was kind of hot, she wasn't hot, but like you'd bang it type of hotness.
Mm-hmm.
Her dirty undies, caca stained undies were on the floor,
Oh.
and I was like, oh man, them babies be like they were caked on too, and it was a thong.
Ah.
That baby was like
The string was caked.
the string was caked. You know how there's that, like, it wasn't the T string, it was the ones that go like that, the whale tails. That baby was full of caca. Feces, in case you're wondering. Yeah, mom's porn.
The weirdest thing I've seen. This is not a traditional home, but it was in prison. So it was their home, which just meant their bunk area. It was this dude we called the Eagle, and I think I mentioned this in the video where we did about mummies and eagles in prison. But I may not have mentioned this particular portion. If I did, well then fuck it. You're hearing it again. If not for the first time, probably. But the point is, it was this fucking asshole we called the Eagle because he looked like an eagle, obviously. Anyway, everyone knew that he was there for pederasty. Basically, he was he had some issues with children. Let's say that. But he was my neighbor, so I tried to be cool with him, and everybody else hated him, so I was like, fuck it, I'll try to be nice to the guy. Anyway, he would sit up on his bunk a lot and read. And one day I'm talking to him, and he had his little book on his fucking Eagle lamp, and he drops the book on accident when he shifts. So I go to pick it up, and if you have stuff in a book, it will tend to fall out, like a bookmark or whatever. Well, all these clippings fall out, like newspaper clippings, right? Color and monochrome. And I pick them up, and as I'm trying to stuff them back in, and he's frantically trying to get the book back, I notice that all the clippings are like from the ads with kids' clothing.
Mm.
All of them. And I was like, oh, this is a thing that I experienced.
Diddlin'.
So Diddlin' Tom was his name.
What about you?
Again,
Is this a beat shit stained thong? Because that's for... Oh, my brother's thong, too. Anyway.
Yeah, that was...
like,
I have many thong tales, bro.
I haven't visited many homes like you people, but I can tell you about an item that was in my home.
Mm.
I think I spoke about this before in one of our previous vids.
Uh-huh.
It was Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
So basically, movies about the possession of a truck, right, or some shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
And horrible looking truck, by the way. Horrible looking fucking movie, essentially. But because it was a possession movie, my frantically religious family felt an evil presence in our home with that movie in our home because of the movie. So every time they would pass by the living room and everything, they would feel a dark presence because of the fucking movie. So again, this is not gonna. I'm gonna expand to the story because it's hilarious. All my life, I've always known of Maximum Overdrive being like the scariest fucking thing of all time. So when I started hanging out with this fucker, he was like he was confused as to why I was like so affected by Maximum Overdrive. And one day we decided to watch it, and I was kind of like, whew, like getting pumped into getting like my holy water veils and everything in my pockets and everything. And then I saw it, I'm like, huh? It was the weirdest thing of all time. Funny.
Why? Had you seen like other movies like The Exorcist, shit like
No,
that?
we were seeing that.
And yet but Maximum Overdrive in your family's eyes was above The Exorcist in terms of evil.
Oh no, but I mean like because it was in our home, they felt
It
the
took on
presence.
a
It took
completely
on
different
persona,
light. Yeah,
essentially.
okay.
But yeah, like the Exorcist was like something that they will never ever watch for the life of them.
And I stress this again. The irony of that is that it was written by a Catholic, and it's about faith. It's not.
It's a movie about
yeah.
good and evil, and
Yeah.
good triumphing over evil, essentially.
Yeah.
And yes, it's about that. So when I saw it, I was like, I mean, it's not the devil winning and everything. So it's a classic tale of good defeating evil, and faith, of course. Yes. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. On the other hand, Maximum Overdrive is just a gigantic turd on wheels.
Except for that-
P.S.
except for that
The
one scene, though.
vehicles in Maximum Overdrive are not possessed. They just come to life because of some
Space ghouls.
some inexplicable event, a comet passing over, basically.
I thought it was a truck that was bringing her life.
No, they're pretty much just it just happens. Vehicles are alive. It's not a good story.
Wasn't it like a 7-page fucking like short story?
Yeah, it was a really short story. It somehow got made into a. By the way, there's 2 movies based on that story. There's Maximum Overdrive, and then later there was a movie called Trucks, which is what the story's called, and they're
about that,
both
yeah.
based on the same thing.
Whenever we pass by the truck stop in our tiny hometown and everything, my sister will be reminded of that fucking movie.
She still fears it.
I'm not sure if she fears it now.
Has she seen it?
I don't think so. but
Obviously not, because then she would be
Obviously
laughing.
that fucking scene though with a Coke can dispenser.
Apparently, people are experiencing problems with
2 seconds.
And we're back.
Well,
I think we're back. Let us know if we're back. The point is, we're talking about Maximum Overdrive, and it sucks. To be fair, Stephen King was super high during that movie.
Was
Yeah, he
was
was
the
on.
entire crew super high?
I hope so, because they sure as hell didn't help him produce a good movie.
Nope.
That's usually the way it goes with new directors. You know, they depend a lot on their crew to help them get the vision across.
Mm-hmm.
And he hadn't directed anything before, clearly. But they didn't. They didn't help him because it fucking licked. It's pretty much one of the worst movies ever made, but it's pretty great in its awfulness.
Because it's so awful, right?
Yeah. It's
So
one
awesome,
of those.
bad.
Um,
So bad it's awesome somehow.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we can do about the connection, Michael. We live out in the boondocks, so our connection is usually shit.
yeah. Unless you want to.
By default of where we live, this is the best connection we can get.
Pretty much.
Unless you want to run some line
Straight from Europe.
Yeah, we can't do shit,
Europe?
boy. Al Smith, on the other hand, has freaking NASA-like internet somehow.
Yeah, you should be, you know,
No, I know what the next one is.
at NASA.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've worn?
Oh yeah, Puritan outfit. I already
Puritan
talked about
outfit?
this before, but yeah, it was basically for extra credit.
Oh, like a play, right?
No, I wasn't a play. It was just I wore a Puritan outfit one day to school. Just like I'm walking in and I'm a pilgrim. And here's the worst part of it. It was I had to like cobble this thing together overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what happened. Basically, I was slacking off that year, and I was pissing the teacher off quite a bit. And
Was it the hot one?
huh?
Was it the hot one? Hot short one?
No,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I was pissing her off quite a bit, and I was kind of slacking off. And she's like, "Look, man, I know you're slacking off here. You're sleeping in my class and all that jazz." She goes, "But I know you're a good student, so I'm gonna give you a shot. If you come dressed as a fucking pilgrim, I'll give you an A. That's right. I'll give you an A," because she didn't think I was gonna do it. And
Yeah.
where the fuck am I gonna get a pilgrim outfit anyway?
On
Short notice, yeah. So I cobbled one up. Thankfully, you know, Granny was pretty handy with sewing. And warm-ups make some pretty good pillow pants. And I had nylons.
warm-ups.
Had nylons. No, you know, you got to expose the legs.
Yeah. I'm just saying because I hate warm-ups.
Yeah, you do hate warm-ups. And they did retain my farts within them. But anyway, I stroll in the next day wearing shiny-ass shoes with buckles. Old fucking nylons on my lower legs. White ones, no less. And, you know, puffy-ass warm-ups tucked up onto my thighs so they look like big puffy pants.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I had a little coat, long coat. And the only part that was off about this outfit was the hat, because I couldn't find a hat. So I made an awful hat out of cardboard and shit. It was terrible, man. It was all lopsided and shit. I just ended up throwing that before even going into the class. But I walked into that class and she's like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, "Huh? You like this Puritan?" And she was like, "Well, I guess I have to give you an A now." And I'm like, "You damn straight." And then this chick, Brittany, I don't know if you remember her. This chick that was like super on top of her schoolwork, she was like, "Why didn't I get the cue to get extra credit?" And I'm like, "Damn, man, this girl's so desperate for an A that she's willing to humiliate herself to this level on purpose."
Also, this is the fat teacher, the fat
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
one. Okay.
I mean, I was cool with her. It's just,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of. Everybody pretty much thought she was mean.
Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway,
I wore a Apple suit.
oh yeah, the Apple suit.
I think I told that tale already.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
you
play.
Almost broke my back because that freaking apple was heavier. than
Wasn't it
the
just
earth?
like a cutout apple, or like a wood cutout?
Yeah, it was wood, but that baby was made out of like obsidian or some shit. It's heavier than me. Almost
See?
broke my stanky ass back.
It's not good.
Also, I wore a dress once because grandma made me.
Nice.
You?
I don't remember willingly wearing something that was that embarrassing. I guess Halloween comes to mind, but it was Halloween. You're supposed to look an idiot.
What's the worst Halloween outfit you've had?
I didn't have many Halloweens, to be honest with you, but just like a shitty vampire. So, there you go. It was like
The go-to
like,
shitty vampire.
Like imagine Dracula, only completely lame and stupid.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
that's all I imagine when I imagine you as a vampire.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Pretty much, if you're a girl and you're a witch, or you're a guy and you're a vampire, you're at the bottom of the barrel during Halloween.
you're like
Unless you're a
completely
chick
unoriginal.
and you're hot and you're naked, but you're also still a
No,
witch.
we're talking about kids here. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
in that case, take that back all the
Yeah.
way, please.
Yeah, like when you're an adult,
Woo!
the sexy
The sexy thing comes
the
out.
sexy vampire, the sexy whatever the fuck, is a thing that apparently requires some effort and is accepted. I don't get it. It's Halloween. You're supposed to look scary. I don't oppose it. Slut it up, gals. But the point is, I think it's pretty silly.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but if you're a kid and you're like a vampire or a witch, you're pretty much bottom of the only way you could get worse than that is you get those cheap plastic masks.
Can you go like this?
Yeah, they have like hands that only have one side, so you have to wave like this instead of like this because the other side is just your hand. That's
It's actually-
that's slower than
Actually happened to me.
nice. But going
Marcus.
back to
Marcus is asking what happened to your fan. What did you all do to scare off Guardians fan? We were us. It's not exactly the most inspired stream thus far, so that was probably it right there. I'm sorry, you were gonna say?
Well, she was probably like in the 15th hour of your Dunkirk review. Was like, woo!
yeah, which one don't the time. But going back to like my most embarrassing thing, I guess I'll have to say shit-stained pantaloons getting off the bus going home.
You don't choose to wear those, but I'm rolling with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because
You wore them?
because it was the end of the day. They're dropping me off. They were already going, and I had the strongest urge to take a crap, right? So I'm like, I think it's just a fart, and since I'm basically home already, I'll just cut one, right? It's logical, right?
In the bus.
Yeah, in the bus, make myself feel a little better, whatever. So it was like about half the bus was full. It wasn't like full, thankfully.
Right.
But so I'm like, all right, I'll just release one or anything, release some tension, release some pressure on my stomach there. So I cut one, and then I realized shit came out. It was shit, not a fart. So the rest of the trip home, I was wearing shit-stained pantaloons. I'm pretty sure it smelled too.
Did they bleed through the denim?
I don't remember. I'm sure they did because I'm pretty sure it smelled because no one talked to me after that point.
Ever again?
Ever again. So yeah, that was kind of crappy for me.
Before we move on, I want to show this epic picture.
These are actual games on
Yeah, you can find the Google Play
Google
Store.
Play. And Hero Transform Big is the next hit from MCU.
My favorite,
Look.
my favorite though, is Amazing Strange Rope.
I would rather watch Amazing Strange Rope than any new Spider-Man movie.
Amazing.
And we actually saw gameplay for this, like official gameplay from the developers.
Yeah,
And it was terrible. First of all, his strange rope was shooting out of his eyeballs
yeah, it was.
for some fucked reason.
Oh, I thought there was more to that.
No, I'm waiting for your little picture to show up.
Okay, so we all know the hit game Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Forget that though. Tom 6 Siege Clancy Rainbow is just where it's at. From Tree Need Water Production.
Tree does need water. I'll give them that
That's
much.
a good point.
I will give them that much.
Amazing Strange Rope was pretty great. Like that deserves its own video.
Amazing Strange Rope.
So review.
We might do a Amazing Strange Rope video because the trailer alone
It was pretty great.
is pretty fantastic.
That being said, I have a sneak peek of the upcoming reboot of Mickey Mouse, I guess.
This is just your abs.
What?
You don't have abs. I'm
No.
sorry. This
This is my lonja.
that was my mistake. It's just your fat with a. First of all, that circle.
Yeah.
It's not on fleek.
If they did the circle first, they started off wrong, and it only went worse.
Look at his hands. Like his fingers are just blending into each other. He doesn't have a crotch.
No. His back is broken.
His back is very broken. His nose is shoved into his freaking face.
His nose and his eyeballs are the same thing.
It is inbred Mickey. He's got claws. Speaking of claws, you know how Mickey has claws there?
Yeah.
In prison, I saw this fucking dude, right? Oh, well, I shouldn't say I saw him. This dude came up to me and said, hey, can you draw me a chest piece? You know, like a tattoo stencil for his chest. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, what do you want? And he goes, well, I got this on my chest. I want one on the other side. And what he showed me was this angel chick, right?
Nice.
And the angel chick was fucked up beyond all recognition. I'm talking worse than that Mickey, like times 10. Eyes all discombobulated. The feathers were just like these little scribbles over and over again that were, I guess, were supposed to be feathers. And, you know, just the proportions on her body were all out of whack and shit. It was the worst tattoo I've ever seen. Anyway, I'm like, you want me to draw that? And he's like, well, I already got this one. I want a demon girl on the other side. And I'm like, all right, I guess. So I draw this demon chick for him, right? And it comes out badass. And I'm like, here you go. And he loves it. But of course, that's not a testament to my skill. He loved whatever the fuck he put on his chest to begin with, which is
Yeah.
ass. So anyway, I'm like, man, fuck. And so I say to him, hey, look, because the angel girl was just a bunch of line work. It hadn't been shaded in. But it was a lot of line work, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I figured a good tattoo artist might be able to fix it. So
Yeah.
I said, hey, you want me to draw a different version of that? Maybe somebody can make it better. And he's like, yeah, can you? So I did that, and I don't know if he ever got that, but he tells me that I eventually, you know, bridge the gap in understanding, and I say, look, I'm not trying to offend you, because you got to say that in prison sometimes, and I'm not trying to offend you, but who gave you this tattoo? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's terrible. And then he tells me the name of the guy. He goes, Manitas gave it to me. Now, unless you speak Spanish, and even then, that might not make any damn sense to you. In fact, it won't. But manitas in Spanish means little hands, basically, right? That's a direct translation.
Or
little
cute hands or whatever.
Little hands, yeah, or cute hands. Manitas, the man, was a fucking guy. You know that deformity where you just have two fingers? He had that. He had lobster hands. Manitas did, and on top of that,
Little pincers?
the top of it, you know, his upper arms were fused to his body.
So you can do this?
He had some sort of inbreed. Yeah, he couldn't do that. He didn't have any armpits, basically. He had this thing going on. This fucking guy tattooed that shit on him. And I'm like, well, no wonder, you fucker. No wonder it looks like garbage. Fucking Manitas did it. Biggest retard I've ever... Not Manitas, the idiot who would let Manitas do a shit. By the way, Manitas was also super gay. And he would jack off dudes.
Oh, with his little claws?
With his little Manitas. You know? Little lobster jack off.
Wait, where's
the
my-
fuck? Anyway.
I just want to show this little thing to you because Venom is all the rage.
Is
So
it?
I don't know, cash in, I guess.
For sure, Marcus, for sure.
Check out this.
What in the hell? I gotta say, of the two, Venom is cuter.
I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see this dog than Venom.
True.
Mainly because Tom Hardy's voice. What the shit is up with that?
Oh, man.
I saw the trailer for the most recent trailer. The effects sometimes kind of look weird.
Yeah, the effects are... I don't know, I mean, they're good,
Well,
but they
there
look
was one where he was-
very glossy.
Yeah.
There was one where he was kind of like, you know, like kind of like turning into to Venom or whatever. But it's like if they projected his Venom's face onto his actual face and then
Oh,
it
like
went
the
away.
stuttering image?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that.
Do you?
Well, you know what I didn't like? I like that because I'm assuming it's showing, you know,
You would
like
hope that
how much,
Yeah.
because Eddie Brock struggles with who Venom is. Like
Yeah.
they're both trying to take over.
Mhm.
Eddie Brock's trying to keep who he is, and Venom's trying to take over basically. But anyway, I hope, but either way, it kind of looked cool. But I'll tell you what I didn't like.
Hmm?
You didn't like that. I didn't like the way the tendrils of the symbiote just shoot out of his body.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. And some of the scenes where they show it, like him riding on the motorcycle and the tendrils just come out, it doesn't look great.
The bit at the end where him and Riot are fighting, and their heads are just floating, like the human heads are just floating in the middle of the symbiote. Looks pretty bad too.
I like that. I thought that looked pretty cool.
Look at Riot's face. The guy, fakest face ever. But it's just for like a second, so
Yeah.
whatever. But that little face.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of it. And it is from Sony, so
Yeah.
that's always disheartening. I hope it's good though. I hope it's good.
Didn't the
I was
symbiote-
telling Goontic that I hope because they're gonna make all these movies. They're gonna make
Yeah.
this one. They're gonna make Silver and Black, which is about Silver Sable and Black Cat. Then they're gonna make a Kraven the Hunter movie and all this shit. I'm hoping what they're doing is they're creating, or I'm hoping what they achieve, I should say, is to create a universe, or I should say, a setting in Manhattan and New York, where eventually the Spider-Man of the MCU can drop in on. Once he goes to college, he can drop in the middle of this, and it's already populated by an entire bevy of villains. If they do it right.
Yeah.
If not, then
It has
fuck.
potential for sure. If that's what they're doing, it has potential. But doesn't the symbiote like first Legend of Spider-Man, and then he gets those powers, and then he goes to Eddie Brock,
Yeah,
and
but
then he
they've
has
already done that jazz in Spider-Man 3 to a degree.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them doing it another way. In other words, skip the middleman.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
no real point.
We'll see how it goes. Essentially, I don't know.
I mean, they've already changed a lot for Spider-Man, so might as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Either way, I just hope for a good movie, really.
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't.
I like
which,
that.
honestly, the trailer wasn't that heartening, but whatever. Check out the OBS trick I mailed.
I'm assuming that's Pharrell.
Yeah, Al, thank you. Sleep tight. Turn off the LED lights, because then you might wake up.
Oh yeah. And babies are pretty sweet though. I gotta say. Looking into getting some of those.
I'm gonna install them in my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Your eyeballs.
Stay up all night.
Replace your eyeballs with those.
What is something that you recently realized that you are embarrassed you didn't realize earlier?
I don't know. Can't think of anything
let's
else.
skip that one. I
Yeah.
can't think of anything
Not
either.
me.
If you die and find out that everyone gets to choose a 12-foot by 12-foot square to stay in alone for eternity without being able to influence or contact the living world, what 12-foot by 12-foot square? What?
Let me read this.
That's exactly
Alright.
what it says.
If you
Nigga.
die and find out that everyone gets to choose a 12-foot by 12-foot square to stay in alone for eternity without being able to influence or contact the living world, what 12-foot by 12-foot square would you choose? In other words,
Like
if
on
you
Earth?
die, where would you like to remain eternally, basically? It's only a 12-foot by 12-foot area, but you stay there forever as a ghost, basically haunting it.
Like on Earth?
Yeah, on Earth. Where else? Fucking Neptune?
It freaking doesn't matter. I'm dead.
You're literally, basically you're a ghost. That means you're experiencing the situations that go on in this 12-foot by 12-foot. Let's say you say, it doesn't matter, I'm dead, and fine. A random guy that does signs where your ghost goes says, okay, well, you're going to go to the Sahara Desert. So you're literally staring at fucking sand for eternity. So your
a
death
ghost.
is already 10,000 times more boring because of that.
I'm a ghost.
You're a ghost, but you're still seeing shit. You're still experiencing shit.
I hate this question, so I'll just pick a Russian sauna, man only.
Is Vigo there?
Oh, Vigo's definitely there.
And he's fighting a
Yeah.
lot. Lots of naked sidekicks.
Was he Russian?
No, he was a agent. Remember, he was.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely naked.
So
no.
ruin
Yeah.
that for anybody. We didn't even mention what we were talking about. If you want to see Viggo Mortensen sidekick naked, see Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
P.S. He's a spy, so it just ruined it. But the point is,
All right.
it's a great movie.
If you're
Shouldn't
afraid,
have ruined it.
if you're afraid of penises, don't watch the movie.
Don't watch the movie, especially during that scene, because there's penises all over.
Yeah, it really is.
My pick would be probably like a 12-foot by 12-foot area of like the Congo or something. At least there's stuff to see, stuff to enjoy, nature to watch. I could still see in the distance and see interesting shit,
So you
and or
almost-
tons of trees obscuring my vision.
So you choose the Congo over the Amazon?
Yeah, I definitely picked the Congo over the Amazon.
Wait, is this like anywhere in the universe?
Yeah,
Saturn.
that's like sand. Why don't you just go to
So I
Sahara?
can see the sandworms.
Oh man.
You could say it's a gas planet, right? You fall right fucking through it.
I'm a
I mean,
ghost.
he's a
What
ghost.
am I gonna
He's
do?
gonna be haunting this area.
I'm gonna be the ghost
So
of
what's
Saturn.
your
Oh,
answer?
Mars. So I could be a ghost of Mars. I'm like Pistola.
Yeah, Ice Cube might show up,
Yeah.
and that'll be boring. That'll be more boring than red dust.
Yeah.
I guess I had to pick like a nice beachside area.
I'm surprised you didn't say some chick's bedroom.
Well, he's going
I was
there.
going to say
Yeah.
that, but then she'll move out and some
Yeah.
fat asshole fucking walk in and
Beach-
smell like shit.
beachside
and watch this
area.
Fucking,
Beachside area, you got endless amount of hotties
True.
just passing by. You also do got a lot of guys wearing mankinis though.
It's a strictly male nude beach,
Somehow. They'll be my
but they
fucking
still
love.
choose to wear mankinis, but they're backwards, so the string is just like dividing their ball sack.
Covering
It's
their-
very vile.
covering their shaft and everything all the way up and everything.
Anyway, he'd be in Mankini Beach.
Mankini.
All right, Michael. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Michael.
What's the best question? What's the best type of cheese?
That's the worst question ever.
Def,
I don't
Def-
even really like cheese.
definitely not cheddar. I hate cheddar.
The best type of cheese. Give us a question, please.
God damn it.
I
Ass
don't know.
cheese.
Mustard cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, dick cheese.
What kind of cult would you like to start?
Coat? Oh,
Cult.
Cold.
Al Smith cult.
There's already one of those apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Everybody knows about Al Smith on I don't know what's that?
Mixer?
On Mixer.
Yeah, Rumple Foreskin definitely did.
That was weird. I don't know, man. I wouldn't like to start one anymore. But back in the
Anymore.
back in the day, really any cult that where you can manipulate large amounts of people. I mean, does it really matter what you're fucking preaching? That's the whole point of the cult leader, right?
Yeah, it's
He's getting some sort of power trip,
yeah.
so it doesn't even matter. You could just preach whatever the fuck, as long as you're making people dance to your song, grave dance that is.
Yeah.
So I
You?
guess it doesn't matter.
Mine would involve people getting nude and me oogling.
So just
So
chicks
sex
and
cult.
Yeah.
everything? Sex cult, yeah.
Just go join Allison Max, which is
yeah.
led by a guy, by the way.
Oh.
I was gonna say like an outdoorsy kind of like cult, but then I have to actually be outdoors.
They just really like hiking.
Just be like hiking.
Yeah. What do you mean an outdoorsy
I
cult?
don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, like
They worship nature, or what the fuck?
yeah, like to like live among the
Oh,
land,
like
I
a
guess.
hippie style?
Yeah, kind of like a hippie style kind of
Commune type of
That's-
thing?
But then
That's
but then
not
I,
you though.
But then I have to live outdoors is the question. But yes, I have no idea on that, to be honest with you. So
Okay, this is a good one. How would you sum up the internet? Bunch of entitled assholes
now
thinking
yeah.
their opinion matters while
Well,
not taking any criticism and crying about Ghostbusters.
I think it's the most usual. I mean, it's the most amazing source available to us, but we waste the fuck out of it by
Also
doing
porno.
shit like this,
Free porno, so that's pretty good.
porn, all that garbage. We misuse one of the
greatest.
greatest sources of information
Yeah.
ever. People in the fucking past were like, "Fuck, I wish we knew stuff." And here we have it at our fingertips, and we're doing live stream.
We're freaking watching Jeffrey fight Gangrel.
To be fair, that was pretty great.
Was it though?
Yeah,
Uh,
it really was.
you?
Same thing. Like
Jeffrey?
like going on his point is that literally back then people had to go to like libraries and shit, like look up encyclopedias and shit, like research
If they
stuff
even
and
had
everything.
access
If they
to
even
it.
had access to that kind of stuff. Whereas now you can just clickety clack it and then it comes up right away and everything. You can literally learn about anything wherever you want to online, but we waste it away essentially, and people become entitled assholes, like how he said. So yeah,
That's pretty good though.
This one I don't understand. First, think of a product. Now, what would be the absolute worst brand name for one of those products?
Battery God Camel.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that's already a product, and it's
Al's
The
LED
worst.
boards.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Al's LED boards.
Let me see.
Guardians how-to dating book.
Goontick's caca-laden underwear.
I was gonna go with Goontick soap.
Why are these products?
Yeah, Goontick soap would be a bad
Selling
imagine.
shit-laden underwear.
That baby would stink.
Goontick soap with extra scent.
That was a stinker.
Yep.
what would be the absolute worst name you could give your child?
Cloud.
Cloud. You know what? You know what? This is not the worst. I'm sure there's 10 billion times worse names, but it's one I definitely hate, and it happens a lot where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And it's couples, I guess, that name their kid, usually a female, 99.9% of the time a female, Nevea, aka Heaven Backwards. I've seen it so fucking much, heard it so much, it pisses me off every time I hear it. Like, dude, it's not clever at all. It's
Yeah.
not cool. It doesn't sound good. Sounds like a retard named your kid. P.S. Nevea? Sucks, man.
See, for me,
Hate it.
it would have to be a dude, because usually a dude names his kid after himself. Like, for example, I pop out a fucking unfortunate little brat and I name him the Guardian. Because what they want to do is call him Junior for some fucking reason. So then I give him my name, and then it'll just be called Junior from that point on.
I just want somebody to call their kid Junior. Like, that's her name. Junior.
Yeah, like
X,
name him
whatever.
fucking Junior, not your name and you know, the Guardian Junior. Fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, that is pretty much the laziest
Yes.
way to name a kid.
And it sucks because like most.
But then if you have
machismo-
two generations later, you could call him the third.
Yeah, unless you add Esquire to the end of that, it's not going to be great. It's not good. That's
No,
what I'm
it's
saying.
pretty shit. I would go with Grundle.
Grundle?
Yeah, it just said the worst name you could give your freaking kid. It's pretty bad. What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house?
I don't know about the weirdest, but it's one that always confused me. Didn't annoy me, didn't anger me, it just confused me. It was those guests, and Loglegs was one of them, that would just come in and use your stuff like if it was theirs.
Oh yeah.
Just all the
You
time.
know what I'm saying? No, yeah, but you know, it's you are like part of the family.
Mhm.
Loglegs was just a
Not.
guy that
We
showed up every now and
tolerated.
fucking then.
Well, I guess because he felt so comfortable around you.
Yeah, but
like-
see, like you built your comfort zone up to that.
Yeah, for sure.
He
You have
was
to.
just like the first time he came was like, oh cool, let me drink your water and do
Put
this
on your
and-
underwear.
with no like
Wear your
reservations.
thongs.
Yeah, no reservations at all. Just let's do it.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Actually.
Then again, it didn't bother me, but it's always like, what the fuck? What compels a person to just go into another person's home
use
and
your stuff.
just willy nilly everything? Like, all right, let me use your phone. Let me fucking watch your TV. Like nothing.
Mhm.
It's weird. I was fine. It was just strange. I wasn't fine when Loglegs did it, but
Mm,
it was always been an interesting thing to see. Like, huh.
That would be kind of interesting. I know this.
Like imagine I go to your place and like go in and I don't know, sleep on your bed and
Put on your thongs.
yeah, go to your crapper, start watching TV in my thong. It'd be weird, right?
yeah, sure.
Oh man.
And my thong is not clean.
I know Goontick
Yeah.
would go to my house sometimes and then like kind of like open doors and everything and look at them and then kind of like open the refrigerator and look at it.
That is a thing I did, isn't it? To be fair, you do that here all the time.
Of course, because I'm the best.
Oh, I know. Going to the shower you use and leaving a big old caca stain down the tub. That's a pretty big one.
Well, I forgot what the fuck the question was. I was like, what's going
The
on?
weirdest thing someone's done in your house.
Oh yeah. I mean, that wasn't your house though.
No.
Oh, you were living there, so I
Yeah.
guess at the time it was your house.
And then blame you for it for some reason.
Yeah, freaking. Anyway.
I guess for me, I guess it happens more now, but my father's friends stay like till like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just fucking go home.
Yeah, it is
Loser.
weird.
I can get that. Like, I mean, I guess we're having a party and everything, and then we go to the wee hours of the night, but it's just two
You're-
dudes sitting outside.
Are they at least reminiscing, or are they just silent?
No, they're reminiscing and talking about
Oh, that's
random
okay.
shit, but it's just weird
That's
for
just
me.
you being annoyed.
Yes,
Something.
exactly.
Next.
What's the strangest place you've urinated or defecated?
Oh, everywhere, man. Everywhere. What's the place I haven't urinated that's not strange? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Pissed on things, places, people. My piss been everywhere. Now the feces.
I shat on the neighbor's roof. That's a pretty big one.
Well, you threw it
You
on
just
the
threw it
roof.
on the roof.
Back.
I think we're back.
Yeah.
And go.
Where'd you feast?
I already said it's been everywhere, man.
You
Everywhere,
didn't say
anywhere.
feast. You said urine.
Oh, well, feces, it's just, there's less places you can defecate. Just by default of it being a comfort thing. Like, it's not comfortable to shit outside of a toilet for me. Like,
Oh, well, trust me, it wasn't comfortable to shit in that bag.
oh, I know. That's why I don't go out of my way to shit
In
outside
bags.
of a toilet scenario. Because, you know, you got to do the squat. And then what if you hit the pants on accident? There's
Yeah.
too many fucking factors. I will say this. When I was working in the pecan fields there, I had to take a fucking shit. And there was no toilets. You just take a shit out there in the wild. So I go up next to my vehicle, right? Deciding that it'll block enough of the view. So I'm taking a fucking feast. And it's like a faucet feast, too. It's going everywhere. I had to take a shit bad, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But anyway, as I'm doing this, yes, it's the vehicle is covering me from my front where I'm facing, but my ass is facing the next door property, which is just a home. And at that precise moment, the family drives up, unloads. They got kids, they got the whole 9 yards, and I'm just letting her rip. So, you know, that was weird.
They
That was fun.
They saw her b-hole?
Yeah, they saw everything.
Yeah.
And there was shit coming out of it. It wasn't good.
You?
I'm more of a conservative-minded person when it comes to feasting and peeing.
I mean, you did wash your ass out with a fucking hose
well, that
on
was
the
different.
floor.
But that wasn't a home, so that's really not that weird.
True.
But
It's weird.
Like, I did pull up to a random parking lot, open the door and pissed on it because I had to take a piss. And it was, I think, the movie theater parking lot too. It was like dead in the day too, like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That kind of sucked.
Was it hot?
Maybe. I was more concerned about my penis exploding from the pee, but maybe I don't know. Oh, and I also
I hate pissing when it's hot, is why I asked.
yeah, I also went behind a store and peed behind a dumpster with my then girlfriend in the passenger side.
Did she know you were being?
Yeah, she knows me because I was bitching about it, and she's like, just pee right there. Okay. I guess she was annoyed and
You're
everything.
bitching about it. That's pretty awesome.
Although coincidentally,
It's not.
we were at a party for her family. It was Christmas, and she was so gone. She was so passed out. She was so drunk that she ambled about out from the home, and then on the sidewalk decided to just take a crouch and everything and pee on the sidewalk. That was kind of weird.
That's pretty trashy.
With nothing covering her?
No, she just walked up there and just.
Yeah, that is trashy.
I was like,
If there was something covering, then I
Yeah.
get it.
You put a little effort to
Yeah.
cover your snatch,
yeah.
not just.
The clam.
Her family was annoyed.
Let's do like 5 more questions.
Alright, go.
What 2 totally normal things become really weird if you do them back to back? Taking a dump while eating.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Right?
That's pretty much. Oh, also eating while fucking. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Marco, what's up, man?
Al hates us. He left us. He's still here though in spirit. See?
Yeah, he's there,
She's been there the whole time.
Oh, he's been there the whole time, baby.
looking confused as fuck. That's his post truffle shuffle look.
Yeah. You already did it. You missed it.
It was gloriously awful.
Yep.
On the plus side, his man teats were lit by LEDs, so it was great.
Yeah, they were.
It
They were
really,
really sweet LEDs
It
too.
really took it from trash cinema to the level of say, I don't know,
Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh
Two
yeah,
things they do.
fucking and eating and taking a shit and eating. Those two, you just can't do those back to back. If you do, you're a degenerate.
You know what's a bad one? Taking
I have
a
a
fart.
feeling you've eaten while fucking.
You know
You're silent.
what's bad? Taking a fart while you're
Taking a fart?
taking a fart while you're showering.
That is kind of
It
weird.
somehow makes the freaking fart smell horrid.
Yeah, you know what? It's terrible. And I tell you this, I've taken showers in 6-man showers and 100-man
I like
showers.
how it sounded like you were gonna disagree.
No.
But you're just like, it's terrible.
It's fucking atrocious.
It's so bad, dude.
But let me tell
I almost
you.
puked once.
When you're in a 100-man shower, you know there's people farting.
Oh yeah.
And you can't blame anyone. In a 6-man shower, you can kind of narrow it down.
Yeah.
Like, look, fucker, I know I didn't fart. This fucker next to me was definitely not. His ass was nowhere near the water. You know, that fucker's barely putting his soap in the soap dish. Your ass is over there looking at the corner. I think you farted, and then everybody gets mad, and there's like a naked man battle. Hashtag Viggo Mortensen. But
Second volcanoes.
yeah. But in a 100-man shower,
Yeah,
fuck,
it's
it smells
impossible.
like it smells terrible, dude. And there's more than one fart going on,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can't blame anyone.
And you can't.
You got limited time to shower on top of that.
If you're the farter, you can get away with it because everyone's around you. So you're like, who farted? You're like, I don't know, fucking
Yeah.
this fucker or something.
I was always afraid to let one slip. One, because I'm not a degenerate piece of shit.
Yeah.
Until you get shanked.
Two, yeah, get shanked.
3, you gotta
'Cause
smell
if
that
someone-
baby too.
Yeah, I gotta smell it too. What the fuck, man? I don't want to add to that mess. Ass cam though.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you eaten while shitting?
huh?
Have you eaten while shitting?
Eating while shitting?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, man.
Most likely, yes. But
What was it? Was it chips? Chips, I can see they're dry.
Oh, chips. You know what? It's
any
gross.
food is gross.
Any food is gross. I'm not
I
saying
tried
chips,
it.
maybe,
I tried it
but-
once.
Maybe a burrito. I think.
I tried eating a slice of
Burrito.
pizza, cold slice of pizza while taking a dump.
It better be.
It was
Little
terrible.
Caesars.
It was terrible.
Was it Little Caesars?
Yeah. How'd you know?
I
It's
kinda-
the only way you can
yeah.
eat Little Caesars because you gotta take a dump right after.
Coincidentally, you couldn't tell the difference between a turd and. So you're like actually eating a fucking mojon.
I'm a point shape. Oh, a pizza shaped mahon.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Anyway,
But,
What's the weirdest?
Just that, like eating while shitting is kind of fucked up. Now, if you're eating dinner, and you have that high metabolism where you take a shit right after, I guess it's okay. Weird, but it's okay, I guess. But eating, taking a shit, returning to finish your meal, very weird.
Yeah. Wow,
Like
this
back
is
to back to back.
this is right up my alley.
Poop shoot, that is.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? George Washington Carver cream.
Carver's cream.
Yeah, Carver's cream. That's a good one.
Carver's cream.
Um,
You didn't make the damn thing.
He created it.
You
how do
didn't create it.
How do you create peanut butter? Just fucking chop it up. or
Our
what?
boy George Washington Carver.
I'm almost 100% sure Carver had nothing to do with creating peanut butter. Maybe he popularized it. Maybe he, maybe it was like Colonel Sanders. He didn't create fried chicken, but he had that brand,
He made
that
it.
taste.
Well, he made KFC. I'm gonna look it up by the way. Fuck that, let me see. Who again? George Washington Carver?
Yeah, George Washington, our boy who made peanut butter.
Just put in who made peanut butter, who created peanut butter.
George
Who?
Don't answer
Washington.
George Washington Carver.
Carver.
Peanut butter.
I'm pretty sure he also made shampoo. George Washington Carver, right?
Oh, fuck George Washington Carver.
I destroyed your
Oh, it just got you fools.
No.
Check it out. George Washington Carver is known for his work with peanuts, though he did not invent peanut butter, as some may believe. However, there's a lot more to this science and inventor than someone being the peanut man. So, who actually created peanut butter? Stop giving me George Washington. Look, peanut butter actually dates back to Aztec times.
Well, that doesn't count.
That's
The
right.
Aztecs fucking created it.
Mexicans created peanut butter.
But modern day peanut butter
The
was
modern
made
day
by,
peanut butter?
by George Washington
I'm
Carver.
telling you, just popularized some form of it or something.
The current.
The Aztecs mashed roast peanuts into paste, somewhat different from what we know today as peanut butter. But many people have been credited with the title of peanut butter inventor. Among them, George Washington Carver,
Because he made it.
which he didn't make.
Point
Anyway,
is, my peanut butter would be called George Washington Carver juice. That's right now it's juice.
Juice. Some kind of.
it's just a sweat.
Well, dude. Yeah.
Mine would be called, I don't know, butt paste.
That's a good one.
Butt, like in bold, big ass letters, and then in parentheses, really small letters, almost invisible to the naked eye, paste.
Yeah. You?
If it's chunky, rocky, good paste. If it's creamy, non-rocky, good paste.
What?
I kind of hate that, but at the same time like it. What fictional character is amazing in their book, show, or movie, but would be insufferable if you had to deal with them in mundane, everyday situations?
I got it.
Anybody in Always Sunny in Philadelphia or
Oh,
Seinfeld?
Yeah, fuck
That's a
that
good
shit.
one.
But no, yeah, it had to be cool characters. Sunny characters are cool. Sunny characters are not.
I love Seinfeld, so they're in my cool book. It's basically the same show.
Yeah, but Seinfeld.
I mean, it's what it is. But anyway, you're...
Gregory House.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty insufferable in the show, too.
Yeah,
it's
he
just
is.
as a viewer, you think he's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess, yeah.
Spock.
Spock would be very annoying.
Yeah.
I think he goes along with that, the know-it-all aspect and all that
Well,
shit.
he'd be very boring and very dull.
He would
And yes,
be.
he would come off as very, very, I know everything, but that's just his persona.
Kirk would be pretty fucking
Kirk
annoying,
would be
too.
fucking annoying.
Just
as fuck.
about every fucking character I think ever
Buffy?
created. Buffy? Remember that season, what was it, season 6? When she was
Bitch.
all fucking like, man, I just want to go back to heaven?
No, season 5.
5, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
That
she was.
was-
Yeah, she was
I mean, you understood, but at the same time, you're like, damn, bitch. Just
Well, yeah.
fucking save the day already. Shit!
What about?
I get it, heaven rocks, but fuck.
What about Cersei?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, she's a horrible person. I mean, she's supposed to be, mind you, but
Yeah, she's supposed to be kind of hot, no?
she's worse in the book, oddly enough.
Well, yeah.
It's
Imagine.
terrifyingly awful. You want to strangle her ass. But yeah,
I'm
boner.
gonna skip the stupid ones. How do you handcuff a one-armed man?
Don't. Well, actually, I've actually seen that. So the answer is you handcuff their feet or their ankles.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's how they do it in prison.
Hmm.
And or the other option is they put this chain around their waist
Uh-huh.
and then shackle them to that.
Oh, okay.
But
That
usually
would
it's
make
the
more
feet.
sense. Yeah, because I mean, if you do the feet, that's fine. But you just have one arm that can like punch and shit, you know?
Yeah.
It cause havoc, so you don't want to secure that shit.
I mean, but if he punches you with a fucking arm, what's he gonna do? Run?
Well, yeah, they've seen him fall on his face.
Yeah, because he doesn't have an arm. He only has one arm to stop the fall with, so it'd be hilarious.
They don't
Totally
break.
worth it.
I got two good ones for the last two.
Sorry.
All right.
What old person things do you do?
Fall asleep at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it is pretty old
That is
person.
ancient. Do you have
How-
dinner like at 3 also?
No, I have dinner like right before I fall asleep. This is nice during sleep or during falling asleep. So yeah.
I still listen to Fats Domino, so does that count?
I mean, is it because he's fat?
It is really because
What's
he's
the
fat.
Solidarity for the fatness. Yeah, it counts. I mean, sorta, I guess, right?
Yeah, old people listen to that shit.
Um,
Oh man.
I mean, they were young when they listened to it,
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
so maybe not. It's
When-
like a gray area
Yeah,
for sure.
it's definitely a gray area.
when I get up, my bones play a game called Snap Crackle Pop.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your back hurts.
yeah, that's
That's
a
it.
good.
It's weird because my back hurts randomly and without warning. It starts hurting and I can't walk. Sucks.
Like lower back or upper back?
Lower back.
Ow.
Like one time it took me 10 minutes to get from my bed to the bathroom, pee, and then come back. 10 minutes.
Pee?
Or-
Damn, dude, you gotta go to a freaking doctor or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not normal.
Nope.
All right, last one. What do you think was cool then when you were young, but isn't cool now?
Everything.
Oh man, lots of
Tap
stuff.
dancing.
Anything in the
Tap
90s.
dancing.
Yeah, I used to think tap dancing was the shit,
No, the 90s are
and
pretty
I still
shitty time,
kind of
wasn't it?
do.
Well,
Nah, 90s
tap
was pretty
dancing-
rad.
Tap dancing is pretty.
Unicycling?
Yeah, that was
That
a
was
good one.
never cool. Ever.
I
But,
don't know, man, unicycling's being brought back. Hitler tried it. He's giving his speeches on a unicycle.
That'd be kind of awesome, actually.
Michael Jordan tried it again.
Try to bring it back.
Duncan with his unicycle and his Hitler mustache. Didn't work, by the way.
No, it really didn't.
Is their mustache. Things that were known, that were cool but annoying now.
The Hitler mustache.
Was that ever cool?
Yeah, man. Fucking Charlie Chaplin. That was
Yeah.
like the stash to have.
Yeah.
Like everybody wanted that stash, and then all of a sudden, nope.
Yeah, they ruined it. Like he ruins everything. Bastard.
I guess bowl haircuts were cool at one point, right?
Were they?
I don't know. Were they? They were pretty popular.
I think it was just the convenience factor, not necessarily they're cool.
Yeah. I think I saw a bowl cut once in my life, and like in person, and I was horrified. I was like, "What the fuck? They exist?"
Oh, I used to see the
Oh,
bowl cuts all the time, dude. It's cool.
You know who used to have mean ass bowl cuts back in the day?
Who?
Log Leg Larry.
Really?
Ah,
Dude,
Oh.
bowl cuts. In fact, I used to call him Guy Gardner because he looked like Guy Gardner and he had the fucking bowl haircut.
I can see him as Guy Gardner.
Right?
Yeah. As
Man,
shitty
he-
as Guy Gardner is, I fucking hate that character.
He really is Guy Gardner. Sorry. So those suck.
yeah, I was doing a little thing, a little dance right now.
Man, I don't know about that hat.
Yeah,
It looks like he's wearing like a shovel hat.
it's a really big hat. Let's do another last one because I thought that one was gonna give some good answers. Turns out we just talked about log legs sucking ass. Alright, last one. It's still loading. Last one, random. Superman or Batman? Batman, clearly.
That's the easiest question.
Yeah.
Not Superman.
It's not even a question.
What do you do when you're angry?
Depends on the level of angriness. Of
I don't
anger.
really get angry,
You don't actually.
but when I do get angry, I usually reason it out relatively quickly and then try to be as proactive as possible about it. Unless the other person's assuming the source of the anger is a person.
Mm-hmm.
If that person's a complete jackass and there is no reasoning with them, then I'll be a fucking jackass to them. Bad.
I remember you got angry one time, and it was from my cousin. He came by and wanted to hang out with you, and then he started something with posters or something like that. He started like begging
Oh.
your posters or some shit.
You know what it was?
What?
Again, it was that come in and do whatever the fuck you want with my shit thing,
Yeah.
which was fine at first, but then I told him specifically,
Don't fuck my posters up.
no, it was a DVD,
Oh.
because he came to borrow a DVD. So I told him, look, these are the rules. Don't fuck my DVDs. Don't scratch them. If you scratch, you're gonna buy me a new one. I'm gonna check it when you bring it back. So don't fucking try to get away with it.
Uh huh.
Cool? Cool. So he's talking to me
Uh huh.
as he holds the DVD that he borrowed. Then he starts doing this number. Throws it up in the air and catches it like this.
Ah.
Throws it, catches it, and I just stop and I look at him. And I go, what did I just say? And he goes, what? Tosses it, catches it again. And I'm like, you're fucking up my DVD. And he's like, no, I'm just throwing it up and catching it. Exactly, you fucking jackass. So then I ripped it out of his hand and told him to get the fuck out.
Uh huh.
What the fuck, man? It's blatantly obvious that you're damaging the damn thing.
But wasn't there like a thing with posters like that where you creased your poster and then you started hitting him with it because it was already creased anyway? Or was it someone else?
That was someone else. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but that also happened.
Yeah, because he had posters rolled up and everything all nice and tidy, and his thing about posters is don't fuck with them, right? And then
I mean, they're paper. They're super
Yeah.
fragile.
so then he creased them, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
that person-
oh, you know what? I think it was log legs,
Yeah, it
dude.
was Larry.
Was it?
It was.
It was
huh?
a prison break.
Yes, it was. I had to buy another one.
Yeah.
Fucking log legs, dude.
Yeah, because he creased it. Was it an accident or on purpose? Or was one of those things like, oh, okay.
Like, yeah, one of those.
And then you guys start hitting with some of that because they're already
Yeah.
fucked up anyway.
Shit, man.
Nice.
I had to buy another one. I still have the other one. Guess what's not wrong with it? It's not creased. Fucking log legs, man. Anyway.
What was the question again?
What do you do when you're angry?
I haven't. I don't really get angry, but at work is a different fucking story completely. Like, there's been times where I'm so angry that I fucking cry because I'm so pissed at what I'm just enduring myself, well, putting myself through, essentially. I literally cry because I'm so angry. This time I actually pound my head too.
Does it work?
Not
Or
really.
it just feeds your...
No, because I have to go back
Frustration.
after my break, so no.
Well,
It
you
does
got
not help.
you got the trail of tears on your face. When you're wearing makeup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, you?
Mine's the same as Guardians. I
Don't get
lose
angry.
my shit, cry.
It like sucks, but it kind of helps a little bit.
Not for me.
No.
No.
Legs.
Anyway, we should wrap this one up. That way we could maybe play with old Marcus a bit.
Sounds good.
You want to wrap it up?
Silence.
Yeah.
Maybe we should hit the theme.
Maybe we should.
Movies, books, story times, all kinds of shit for you. Everything goes if it's house and out from Coppola.
Like that!
McBellium.
Anyway,
Is he dead?
let's go.
Yep. We're out of here, folks.